Hello, y'all. How y'all doing? Welcome to Hey
Hey,
Boo.
Hello.
everyone.
Hey, Eileen.
Hey, sweetie. Can you get that ugly dude behind you away?
What? What?
Let's
Get
move
out
the
of the
chair.
camera,
Move away.
Howard.
Only
I'm
thing you
trying to
see
get
is a
away. Only
big
thing
stomach
I'm
in
just
the
trying to.
That's
way.
all you saw was just his stomach sitting
I'm
there.
impregnated. That makes me a woman. I'm just trying to. I'm trying to
Hey,
get this
Chrissy. How you
comment.
doing?
Hey, Jackie. I'm well. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. So today's guest is
All right, man. I just
Eileen
wanted to let you know what's
Jones.
going on.
Kind of on the opposite end of it this time.
Yes, you're the opposite end of it this time. So tell us what you've been doing lately.
Good. That's a good
Well,
thing.
I've recently gotten back from Kansas doing another investigation at the temple. Loved it again, of course. Been doing. We did an
All right, sir.
investigation last night
I am
at
a
the
man. I'll talk to you
Coachworth,
later.
up in the Delta in
Love you too.
Mississippi, and still renovating a house.
Still renovating the house.
Hopefully, just a couple more months. Hopefully. But
Okay.
that's been pretty much, it and dealing with that crazy listen queen. I mean, that's
Really?
that's been
Really?
pretty much it. I don't think I've really been doing much because I've been working my tail off between work and the house.
Listen, she just gets mad because I'm always having fun when she calls me. That's
What kind of fun?
well, we
Wrong
can't
show.
talk about that in this show. That's another show, Jackie.
Wrong show. I don't know who the Facebook user is, but hello.
Hi, Joanne.
Oh, okay. Oh,
I don't know who the Facebook user is either. Howard
So
must be watching it.
how have things been going? I do miss
good.
all y'all.
We missed you too.
But yeah, we got a wedding. We're office and finally. Well, Jackie and I've
Woo-hoo!
met, but I'm about to finally get to meet Chrissy.
In person.
I know,
Yes.
right? I'm super excited about that.
I am
Okay,
Yes,
too.
it's gonna be fun. Yeah, we're gonna have fun. It's gonna be
so you
fun.
got your dress, right?
I
Yes, I
do.
do.
Not you, Chrissy. I'm not worried about your dress. Her dress doesn't count. But
Yeah,
so
I
you
do. I have my dress and
got good,
everything.
good. I think we're coming down that Saturday. I think that's when
Saturday.
we're coming down.
That's good. That's good. And Chrissy, when you coming down for it?
We will actually arrive on Thursday. We're gonna head out Wednesday. We're gonna visit with Beth, and then we'll hit Louisiana on Thursday. So we'll be there Thursday through Monday.
That's good.
So
We didn't let her come through Mississippi. We said no. If her destination is Louisiana, she wasn't allowed to come through Mississippi.
well, I thought about it, but then I thought, well, she's gonna come to the wedding anyhow, so I'll get to hang out
No,
with Eileen the night before the wedding.
you definitely need to stop by and see Parathug.
Well,
Oh my
definitely, because
God.
she can't come to the wedding. She's got to work. So
Hey, David.
I think we're all gonna have fun
Yes, we will.
before, during, and after the wedding. Just saying.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Fun.
Too
So it's
bad y'all can't get David Childers to fly down here for the wedding.
yeah, David, why ain't you coming, buddy? Don't you have some frequent flyer miles?
A different show. Oh,
Jackie, is everything done and in place, or are there still things left to do?
Oh, everything's done. We got everything done.
That's good. That's good. So Eileen, you just had an event last night.
I did.
Can you disclose where you were at or what went
Yeah, we
on?
were at Coatsworth. It was an event that was actually put on by Southern Paranormal, and I just kind of tag along with them. Um, it if y'all have seen the movie The Help, it is in that movie. It's the one where the I can't remember her name, but she can't find anybody to come and help her. She's like looked down upon with everybody. Um, and then she ends up getting, which Octavia Spencer ends up becoming her help and teaches her how to cook and all that. All that happened in this house that's where the house was, the movie was filmed. But it was actually one of the Mississippi, I think it was the first Mississippi senator. Um, he wasn't the first owner of this house, but he did own it. Um, this house is so cool. It has got like books from the 1800s. Um, it's an awesome location. It's 2 stories. The house was built in stages, but it's 2 stories. Upstairs, you get some activity, really nice library. It's got like an octagon library, which you can see some of it in the movie. And that's a really, I mean, that library is like my dream library. But the downstairs, the people like to get very vulgar. There's never a time that they're not cussing us out. But nothing's bad there. It's just a lot of vulgarity. So we had some kids there last night. So we're like, okay, can we tell you what was said during the spirit box session?
Right.
But nothing bad there. It's owned by the Historical Society. Great group of people that really care about the house and want to do what they can to preserve it.
So is the house still pretty well maintained since the Historical Society owns it, or no?
Yes, I mean, they're still got some things, some rooms you can't go in. I want to say they've only had it for a couple of years, maybe. So they haven't had it very long.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, from once, again, I'm hoping my history's right, but once Jay-Z George bought the home, it pretty much stayed into his family until a couple of years ago when his granddaughter, great granddaughter, whatever she is, donated the land or donated the house.
Got you.
That's I mean, you don't touch the books by any means, but just looking at books from the 1800s, original Mark Twain books.
That's exciting.
That is some awesome stuff.
Right.
I think I just showed a little nerdiness there.
Yeah, I just said I'm a book nerd. I get excited over stuff like that. What about you, Jackie? Do you like older books, or?
I don't read that much.
You don't?
No.
Well, that's okay. Jackie wasn't a nerd. She was a popular kid, obviously.
I will stop people commenting this. Like his brother-in-law might have some comments coming up.
Oh.
Wait, why is he going to go get, I miss you too, baby. Why is he going to go get some fried chicken while you're on the air? He better be bringing you some back.
Who, me? Or
yeah.
You?
Talking about Howard bringing you some fried chicken back.
Yeah, he will.
And David needs to hurry up and bring his booty back to Mississippi for a little bit. I miss him.
Yes.
I'm going to go get fried chicken.
Oh, you're going to go get fried chicken. Yes.
So what other events do you have coming up then, Eileen?
I've got, well, of course, I'm going to be in May. I'm designating that time to go down to the wedding. June 25th, we're going to be in Ballinger, Texas. It's going to be, and I do apologize if I miss anybody, but Shannon Rogers, Ray Savino, they've kind of got together and put this on. It's going to me, Beth Allen, Todd and Leanne Eskew, and Tiffany Chestnut. I think that's all that's going to be there, but that's going to be at Old Park Hotel in Ballinger. If y'all have never been to Old Park, this will be my second time going. Love that location.
I've never been. Have you been, Jackie?
Nope, never been.
And the good thing about it is very reasonably priced. Mm-hmm. And you can also, David could probably tell how much it is, because I know he's reserved the whole place. Very reasonably priced, and you can stay the night there.
Wow.
So you can take several people.
Do you know how old is that location?
It was saloon back in the 1800s.
Wow. Okay.
Um,
So
my
at least
brain.
100 years old.
Yeah, I'm still in like the drunk paranormal hangover right now.
Listen,
So,
I know we did
but
an
you're with me on
investigation.
that.
Well, Jackie did too. All three of us were on investigations last night.
Yes.
Literally.
But maybe we should have chose another Sunday.
I mean, paranormal hangover for all three of us. It's okay.
Did
But
y'all
yeah,
catch a lot of stuff last night? Seeing there was a black moon lunar last night. There
what
was
about
no
you?
moon.
Mine was slower than normal. What about yours?
I caught some stuff.
Well, what'd you catch?
Like, okay, my Annabelle doll kept
Yeah.
going off. It was like a little kid was there, like a little child, and kept going back and forth. We had his son had like another doll right there, and we had cat balls sitting by it, and it would touch that, and then go back and keep touching the Annabelle. I mean, the Annabelle doll. It kept going back and forth, and we saw a mist in one of the video cameras. So yeah, we caught some stuff there.
Nice.
What
Yeah.
about you, Chrissy?
Yeah, so we went to Kosciuszko County, old Kosciuszko County Jail, which is technically it's operated by the Historical Society. They hi Courtney. Um they have created a museum inside the historical building. So it's pretty cool. So like half of the building is all set up as a museum and from the era, and it may not have been things specific to the jail when it was a jail, but it's still specific to the era and the times within the state of Indiana. Like there's one section that's like it's a dental workbench and it has all the drawers that had all the dental tools and it had teeth in it, and I mean it had all kinds of crazy stuff in there. um Old timey bicycles, and then of course, so part of it used to back in the day, for sheriff's houses, they were attached to the jail. So the front of the building was technically the living quarters for the sheriff's wife, kids, whatever they had. So you had that section, then you had a museum section, then you had the actual jail section. Um, that was all really, I mean, it was clean, it was well maintained. We had a lot of things come across Phasma Box. We did a double Estes method. So me and Amanda did it at the same time, and then Corey and Dina did it at the same time. And apparently, when Amanda and I were doing the double Estes method, we were together, we were in solitary confinement. They were 2 rooms away asking the questions. And apparently, we were hitting it spot on the answers. So it was kind of exciting, but it was pretty overwhelming too. I had never done the Estes method, um, and I don't like the whole your all your senses. It's almost like, have you done the Estes method, Eileen?
Mhm.
Jackie, have you done it yet?
What is that?
Okay, so that's where you're blindfolded.
Oh
You have
yeah.
The
your
sensory
headphones
deprivation.
on. Yeah, yeah, and I felt like it opened and heightened all of my senses, and they were on overload nonstop. And I just felt like things were touching me the whole time. So did Amanda. So much so that she was literally jumping onto my lap basically as we were trying to do this. And it got so bad that our team came in the room to have us stop doing the Estes method. So yeah. So I mean, we like I said, we hit a lot of the answers on par. We did have activity in the kitchen area, which was not just the kitchen for the sheriff's wife, but that's where they prepared all the meals for the inmates in the jail too. And what was really sad was there was one section of the jail that was on the women's side that there was a little bitty, it was basically the size of a toddler bed, and it was like a metal bunk, right? And then there was a sign that said back in the day, prior to Department of Children's Services, if a female was arrested and she had children, the children came to jail with her and would spend the night in the cell. So they had bunks made for children and their mothers,
Wow.
which is sad, super sad. But I mean, we had a lot of activity. We did get invited back. They only let specific paranormal groups in there. It's not just anybody. She has to meet you, see how you investigate, and then decide if it's okay for you to come back, basically. And it's also open to the public, just for like to see the museum sections and things, but not to investigate. But she did welcome us back. Super, super, super nice lady. So
So you actually did something right once in your life.
listen, I can't help it. It was stormy here. I don't know about y'all, but
It
we
was
have some major
lightning.
storms.
It wasn't storming yet, but it was lightning, and I was hoping it would have charged things up. And this is, I mean, I've been to this location several times, and it was funny you said amped up activity because we were talking about how we didn't get nearly as much activity.
That's weird.
Um, so, but in the same token, the one thing I don't like about sensory deprivation is you feel like you're an idiot because you're just throwing out these words, and it's not until you come out of it that you're going, that made no sense. And everybody's like, no, it really did.
Right,
'Cause,
right,
I mean, there was some things I was saying, like, I will soon or something. And somebody was actually talking, was coming through there on a personal level, talking to someone who was at the location. And
right,
and basically they said, well, why don't you talk to, are you ever going to talk to this person? And through sensory, I got, I will soon, or I will one day, or something like that. So it made no sense to me, but
So
I
now
mean,
let me ask both of you ladies this. So when you were doing the Estes method, did you have things coming through the headset and things coming externally? Like, when you hear spirits speak without any headphones or anything on, did you have both of that going on during your Estes method experiment or no?
no, not on my end. I don't know about Jackie's,
No.
but
Now, see,
Chrissy,
I
you're on a different wavelength than we are, or at
Yes.
least than I am.
well, and see, that's the thing. I had problems differentiating on what was coming from where. So I was hearing things through the headset and just hearing things like in my mind. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So that was a bit confusing to me.
Now,
And
that's not my best thing in the world. That I know I'm not great at that. Um, so, anyways, next subject, David. So the Rebecca Martin, she's the one that we kept in it a lot more because I mean she can pick up on things, as you know, Chrissy, and Jackie too. I question myself way too much, so sometimes I'll listen to stuff and go, "Wait a second, is that what I heard?" So I have to train myself to get out of it and just say, you know what, forget it. If you think it's there, spit it out.
right.
So, because that's what I've caught myself is just over analyzing everything.
Sure. Sure. Jackie, do you do that too?
No, not really.
Yeah. So do you like doing the Estes method?
Well, I didn't try the earphones. I put down Gabe and Dana.
I'll go for it.
I'm video. So while they're talking, like we did an investigation at a house, and I put it on them so we can hear it better.
Yeah.
And you can see nothing but orbs coming toward it. So I was videotaping the orbs. I was like, wow, look at all the orbs.
Really?
It's just like orbs in this one area of the bathroom coming
Wow.
out. Yeah, that one's a long story. But and then what we did was we blindfolded somebody downstairs and Howard was upstairs in the attic,
Yeah.
and on walkie talkie Howard would ask a question, and then um with the earphones and the mask on their eyes, and they would be on there listening, and they would come out with it wherever it's said. So we got the name and everything. So while I was doing that, you see the orb go from the bathroom up to the attic where Howard was, and do that. Yeah, it was really good investigation, that one.
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
I like catching stuff.
Shelby is one of these Facebook users. I think, like I was telling Howard the other day, I think when you share from Howard's page or you're on Howard's page for some reason, StreamYard doesn't even ask to whatever. It's just always Facebook user, but it's Shelby. But yeah, she was one of the people that got called the B word last night during the sensory.
Oh goodness, they weren't very nice, huh?
And see, you know, when you're really good friends with people and you can kind of joke around during an investigation, it's fun. As long as you keep joke around, but yet be serious. All you investigators know what I'm talking about. But we were sitting there, nothing was going on in the library, and that's like one of the most active rooms. And I was like, okay. Rebecca stepped out for a moment. I said, please, Rebecca is so funny when she's mad. Please make all the equipment go off right now. I want her to be so mad that she is outside of this building and make it go off. Well, she was walking and something actually made her basically stop in her tracks about the same time while she was walking around the building.
Right.
So it'd been about the same time I was mentioning do something inside the building, but in her brain, she had to stop. And Shelby was with her when that happened.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
David, listen.
What's my saying? I need to reevaluate my friends.
He's not a friend, he's your family.
See, I keep reminding him because I'm waiting for my gift to come in the mail that we have a friend anniversary coming up. It'll be our 2-year friend anniversary. So I'm expecting lots of gifts for putting up with his butt.
Okay. David, listen, Linda. Oh, goodness. Oh, and Howard, we love you too.
Wait, who are you lying to?
I think they didn't like the red hair and tattoos.
Yeah, so Shelby's got, really long red hair, a bunch of tattoos. She's even got the Ouija board on her stomach. She's on back roads.
Oh, wow. A stomach tattoo. Those hurt.
Yeah, I stole her from David. When David moved, I stole Shelby.
Oh, well, I mean, he just up and left, so.
Well, she's like our daughter, so I got the custody. He left, I got custody.
Gotcha. He said, love me some Shelby. Oh, yes, they hurt very much. I have tattoos, but I would not do a stomach one because of that. I'm just
And she's
saying.
not like this big around.
I don't listen. It would hurt no matter what on the stomach. Period. That's just. I mean, that's a sensitive area. Just saying.
I don't know. I'm still a tattoo virgin, so.
You don't have a tattoo.
Do not
Oh my God, we're gonna get first quarter somewhere. Shit.
I have 0 tattoos.
Well, shoot fire. We're gonna have to get you a tattoo, girl. Just saying. Jackie, you know any good tattoo parlor?
The one we investigated right here behind us. Turning point. Turning point.
Maybe they'll give us a discount.
Talk to Howard.
My luck, though, they'll be sitting there starting it. My biggest fear is they're going to start it. And I'm going, oh my gosh, I can't take this pain. And I'll have like something really weird looking on me.
Listen, David, we already know, buddy. We already know. It doesn't. Okay, so where do you want to get a tattoo at? on your body?
I don't know.
Well, I'm gonna need you to figure that out.
I used to know, but then I had to change my mind because too many people had this tattoo. So I was like, okay, no. So now I got to figure out what tattoo so I know what I want to do. See, Kevin, I'm not the only one.
Listen,
I don't have one.
You don't have
Okay, so
tattoos
see,
either?
I
I
am
want
not
one,
the eyeball
but-
anymore.
See, Jackie wants one too. Listen, we're all going to the tattoo parlor. We're all gonna get inked while I'm down there. We just gotta figure out on what body part, because I already got like 12 tattoos. So y'all gotta tell me where you're putting it. And I gotta tell
Yeah,
you if
but
you
I
have
don't trust
available
her hand.
area. Huh?
Shelby says she'll hold my hand. I said, I don't trust her. She'll laugh at me.
I mean, we can knock you out if need be. It's really not that bad. It's really not.
Just take me to the French Quarter first, get me drunk, then we'll go do it.
Well, no, because they won't let you get a tattoo. If
Yeah,
you're drunk.
that's true.
It's
Because that's how
against the law.
I had to find that out because I almost got one in Mexico, and I couldn't. Even there, I couldn't because I was drunk.
Yeah. Yeah. What?
What is your deal with my face and forehead, David?
Jason said you bleed too much with the alcohol. That's why. Did you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Well, be thinking about it, ladies. We got like 3 weeks. We gonna go get tatted. I'm just saying.
See, I wanted the infinity with all my kids' birthstones or birthstone colors, but then a friend of mine's got that. You know, when I drew it out, she has one pretty much just like it. I was like, okay, that's too close to that. Then my daughter had the other one I wanted. I was like, okay, that's too close to hers. So I was like, well, forget all y'all.
Well, do something paranormal.
David, I could do 11/11.
What's 11/11?
You're gonna have to come out with it. Otherwise, we're bringing David on screen.
Yeah.
You might not. It's not that kind of show.
What? What?
You bring him on, it's gonna get nasty. You'll have to go NC-17.
Listen, he'll behave.
No, he won't.
What's
he never
the-
behaves.
What's the 11/11?
It's just the thing. You don't know the whole thing about the double numbers. Google it.
I don't know why you can't tell me, ma'am. You embarrassed?
No, because my brain ain't functioning today.
I know it's supposed to be luck and stand for love at times, but
See, there's a lot more meaning behind it
I'm fixing to
for
find out.
history, but there is meaning behind it for Google. I'm trying to behave, and David's really not letting me behave.
David, this is a family show, sir. You can't be bringing up stuff that we can't discuss on this show. This is not the unholy trinity. Listen. I'm looking it up now.
Thank you, Gabriel. Is it hot as heck down there, Jackie?
Yes, it's getting hotter. Yes.
Oh my gosh. It has been miserable the last 2 days.
According to numerology, the number 11 is master number, which signifies intuition, insight, and enlightenment. When paired together, 1111 is a clear message from the universe to become conscious and aware. So that's opening up your third eye. Oh my gosh. What's Chrissy been saying for a hot
But
minute?
now what David's saying is like a whole nother thing.
Your
But yeah,
whole self
as far
together.
as our friends.
It also
I love
says
you, David, for putting me in spots.
many people suggest that seeing 1111 signifies that your spirit guides are attempting to contact you. In my experience, 1111 seems to be the number of spiritual awakening, signifying that you are on the right path and your actions are aligned with your soul's purpose. Mic drop.
So Howard, I do not have hair on my legs. You can ask Chrissy.
Oh my God, she ain't got hair nowhere. We was on there when she was waxing it. I'm just saying. Shoot, I shouldn't have said that. Listen, this is not that kind of a show. Eileen, you're getting me in trouble.
Well, David's in trouble. Y'all are letting him.
Sorry, Jackie.
And that was Howard that started that one.
Howard, shoot.
You notice it's the guys, right?
I need them to just be quiet. We're gonna have
You
to
were watching her while she was waxing her legs.
Oh no.
We'll talk later.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we were all on video chat.
We were having a sleepover long distance.
That's how we do girl night sleepovers on video chat.
Okay, y'all stay up all night and just have it on video chat, right?
Basically, yeah.
Paint your toenails and everything.
I did my fingernails one time, I think.
Yeah, I go to a nail girl. I don't have steady hands. I can't do that.
I
I'll
even
have
pulled
my
mine
nails
off.
stupid. Huh?
I pulled all mine off.
I have real nails. I don't have fake stuff. I'm just saying.
I have nothing.
Me
I'm
neither.
sorry.
I have nothing.
I have nubs.
How do you exist like that? That would drive me crazy.
Maybe because you drive me crazy, I chew them.
You're the one who's always calling me. So whose fault is it?
We'll see if I
Ma'am.
call you next time, ma'am.
You will. And if I don't answer, you'll tell on me. Beth Christie's not answering her phone. Oh. The hair is, oh Lord. David.
I'm looking at Howard's.
What'd he say? Highlight Howard's, Jackie. The incident like broke woman. Howard! We're not gonna mention that.
As I said, who's trying to get whom in trouble?
It's David and Howard.
I know, right? It's like the blind leading the blind there.
No. They need to stop it. They need to stop it. Listen. I need y'all to behave.
See, I'm going to have to take me a trip up to New Hampshire. I'm going to have to go beat up on somebody up there.
Didn't you say he was going to be at that event with you in June? Or no?
No. He won't come back south.
Why?
Oh, no, he doesn't love me no more.
David.
I'm going to
That's
see
not
him
very nice.
is go up there.
What?
That's the only way I'm going to ever see him again is go up there.
Yeah.
But then I'll have to make sure I definitely bypass Indiana.
Oh, listen.
Funny, David. Oh, listen. She goes off screen. Okay. Jackie?
Yeah, make sure those chains are right.
See, I'll grab Jackie. We'll go up to.
Just say she's got to be sure the chains won't break. He is not chained up yet.
Oh, is that him behind you?
Yes.
Okay.
See, what we're going to do, I'm going to put Jackie in the car and I'll drive through Indiana somehow, throw her out because I'm not stopping. So sorry, Jackie. I'm throwing her out to see you. And then I'll just keep going to see David.
Listen. Listen. How rude. Howard, oh my God, Jason is actually dressed. He was dressed when he was on, well, what show? What? Yeah, last week on Hey Boo, we did see him shirtless.
I think David's in love with himself a little bit there. I think he's got a little crush on himself. A little conceited much.
I mean, you know. That's funny. Too funny. So,
What happened is talking to you, Jackie. Because, I mean, like I said, we've all just been going crazy.
Yep.
But, so we got a semi-family reunion.
Yep. Hopefully,
Something
maybe we could talk Crystal into coming and being a guest. Maybe one day.
Yeah, definitely.
She, yeah,
That'd
she
be awesome.
definitely would be.
Definitely sending prayers to her and her family right now, though.
Yes.
That is
To,
true.
To Tim.
Prayers to Tim.
Prayers
Yes.
to him. So, and then on a lighter note, when we do close on the house, I expect all y'all to come down and help me decorate and get the yard going. Just saying.
Decorate what?
The house.
Like interior or exterior?
Both.
Listen, Christy don't do yard work. I mean, I I can offer advice and I can give you a ride to Lowe's or Home Depot, but I'm not standing out in 115-degree weather to make the yard look pretty. No, ma'am. I'm not doing it. I'll go inside in the air conditioning and help you. I'll help you paint. I'll help you wallpaper. I can't lay carpet. I can't. I can't never get it straight on them stupid boards that you have to no. See, now I can do linoleum and ceramic tile. Oh my god, listen y'all. We did ceramic tile one time. I, it, I will never do that again in my life. I will pay somebody before I do that ever. The stupid little uh, crosses that are spacers that you got to
Mhm.
use. No, it's all bad, Jackie. It's all bad. I was ready to kill somebody by the time we got that floor laid. No, I'm just saying. I'm just
All
saying.
right. So I see David's got a question.
Yes.
Let me think on that one. Other than seeing him in face to face in the dark and light, that was kind of scary moments.
And in your coat.
Yeah, I mean, I think anytime David was on an investigation with me, that was probably the scariest. But I don't really think I've ever had just like an in your face scary moment yet. And I'm waiting for that moment to happen, but I really just haven't had it. I mean, the most eye-opening, oh my gosh, did that just happen moment was when I was at Broken Bow and Shannon Rogers was sitting beside me. Ashley Storm was sitting across from me, and there were some people behind us. And there was this wooden table or some type of furniture behind me. And Ashley had made a comment and said, hey, if anybody's here with us, you can throw something. You're not allowed to hit anyone, but you can throw something.
Mm-hmm.
And next thing I know, I hear something like breaking the sound, breaking the airwaves, going right past me. And then you hear it hit whatever the piece of furniture was behind me. And we found out it was just from where they had sometimes the Halloween events. It was one of those big plastic bones. So it flew from behind Ashley and like right beside me. And it had so much force that it made a noise when it hit almost the other side of it. And excuse me. And when I went back to listen to the digital recorder, you could actually hear it going through the air at that. That's how much force was with it. So that was more my oh wow moment. But unfortunately, all the guys, unfortunately too, that I've kind of worked with have kept me out of pretty negative, scary, places. So I haven't had that experience yet, other than having to smell Donald's, fart at Old South Pittsburgh and
That was scary.
waking up in the morning and seeing David at the Old Southern Funeral Home, seeing his ugly mug first thing in the morning. That was pretty scary too. I mean, can you imagine? You're sitting there laying in a pew and, just laying. You're like, oh, I'm up. It's going to be such a great day. You stand up, look at the pew behind you, and there's that ugly mug. Yeah, that was pretty scary.
I can't. I can't. I can't. I'm just saying. My scariest moment was in Kansas. Oh Lord, Howard.
That's a good question. If you had any location in the world you would like to investigate, what would it be?
I really just love investigating. So there's really, it's hard for me to pinpoint that, but maybe the catacombs. I mean, that's, just love you too, David. But just you call me for an investigation, I'm there. I mean, I'm not picky. I am ready to get out there a little bit more, have a little bit more in your face, step by step, and I think I'm at that step now.
So you don't have a bucket list of places that like
Mm,
top 10 locations you want to see? If
Nope.
you had unlimited resources, you could just go.
No, because if I had unlimited resources, I promise you, I would probably start at one side of the United States and work my way around and then compare it all at the end. Because I mean, when I'm investigating, yes, I'm there I really want to know what's going on the other side. But in the same token, it's who I'm investigating with that makes the experience, if
Sure.
that makes sense. I would rather go to just this old beaten down home with some of my best people than this huge location that everyone knows about and just be with people I'm not I know but I don't know.
Sure.
So it's just all I just want to find more answers. So it's really not about the location, it's more about the answers.
Okay. I can respect that.
Like me, I
What?
want to see evidence. I want to actually take a picture and see it.
Yeah, you get those evidences you still can kind of question. And man, the worst feeling in the world is going, oh, that was the best. That was the
Yeah,
best. And then you go, oh, that wasn't evidence. That was such and such.
yeah,
I mean, that is like the best. I mean, you have to do that. You have to debunk it. But when you do debunk it, sometimes it's just that gut crunching that, oh, I can't believe it wasn't evidence.
yes.
Yeah, definitely. I have a team member that's her primary focus is evidence, evidence, evidence. I'm that experience, experience, experience. Because for me, we could have all the evidence in the world, and the people who don't believe, no matter what evidence you show them, probably still aren't going to believe. So I personally don't stress on the evidence. It's cool to watch, it's cool to get, but I don't stress over it. But I have a team member who that's her primary focus
See,
is evidence, evidence, evidence.
mine more is evidence for myself.
Yeah,
We get, you go to these events, people say, "Oh, do you post your evidence?" Well, of course, you don't want to sit there and go, "No, I really don't," because no matter, it could be a a spirit comes up and kisses me on the forehead, turns around and say, "Hi, I died in 1898," and somebody's still going to come after that.
absolutely.
And it's not worth all that. So, but you can't tell that during a public event. So you're like,
Right,
well, we'll post it when we can get to it.
right.
But I mean, I do want that piece of evidence. I do want that someone to come. I don't know what I would do. I keep saying that, but if I was sitting there, just sitting there in a room, and all of a sudden this spirit just kind of ran up to you and was in your face, I'd like to say I'd be like, "Hey, how you doing?" But I think I would get up and run.
Not me. I'd
If
sit
it
and
was
talk.
like running towards you, like this scary spirit, not just running full blast like it was going to attack you,
Yep.
like you see in the movies, I'd be like, I don't know what I would do in that situation.
Yeah.
I'd like to say I'd be a woman and just sit there and be like, "Hey, what's up? You want a cup of coffee?"
Yeah. I got you. I got you.
You might have to
Have you
clean your
ever been
pool off
attacked
before.
by anything, a spirit
Hey,
or anything?
mm,
Have you ever been attacked?
But
No.
I haven't. Again, I've been very well. There has been some incidences where David and some other people I've literally been going somewhere and they've pulled me back and they've said you don't want to go down that way. Well, then the next person who went down there, something happened to them.
Yeah.
You know, people, a lot of people I have investigated with some very gifted people. Beth, you know, being one of them, but Beth will even call me, and she's like, "I don't know what you're doing. Stop what you're doing." And a lot of times I keep my phone on airplane mode, so it's in between. But she's always pulled me off of don't continue this, or David's pulled me back, or other people have literally have grabbed my shirt and pulled me back out of a hallway. You don't want to go down there. 15 minutes later, someone, something happens to someone down there.
Wow. Have you ever been attacked, Chrissy?
I guess that depends on what you mean by attacked.
Like maybe attachment on you or something. Bring home something.
I did bring home something once. I brought it home from Crown Point Jail. And it was actually attached to one of my team members' equipment.
Wow.
It was a grid, and it wasn't until I turned that grid on that stuff started happening.
Oh wow.
I didn't know that it had, which kind of irritated me a little bit. I didn't know that it had an attachment on it, and I'm usually good about sensing and feeling things, but I had no clue. And maybe because my guard wasn't up, because she just said, Chrissy, hey, can you just take that home with you and I'll get it later, because she left that investigation early. So I didn't think nothing about it. I threw it in my bag and boom, okay, I'll get it to her later. Well, like I said, we opened it up and stuff was happening around the house. My youngest son was seeing things. He was having what he thought was dreams, but he would awake from the dream and it would be reality what he was seeing. He's a sensitive as well. So another friend who's a paranormal investigator who's really good about removing things and negative things at that, came over. And the moment he came over, he said, Chrissy, I see it. And I said, I know. I said, and I've tried to calm whatever it is. He said, I'm going to take it with me. And he did. He removed it from the house and everything was fine after that. But being sensitive, I mean, things come and go frequently. So determining attachments can be difficult. You know what I'm saying? But I think the scariest thing that ever happened to me was at Randolph County Infirmary. And that was when there was a wall crawler and it came through the floor, up the floor, and through my arm. And
Oh wow.
yeah, it set my arm on fire, literally. So we were done in that area. We were done.
See, now I will still. I mean, like, you can ask David. There's some times we'll investigate, and I mean, Beth gets on to me all the time. I'm gonna go try to find what it is and keep going for it. So people have to literally pull me back because I want to go, because I am ready for that next step.
Well, but see, that's me. I'm the level-headed one that says no, something's not right. It's something negative and it's too strong. So if I don't feel like you're safe and you're with me investigating, whether you're on my team or not on my team, I'm going to say, no, we're not. And we're
Which
going to
is the
leave that.
responsible way to do it. And of course,
Correct.
I don't think anyone's ever called me level-headed, So that's probably why I am the one that's trying to run to it.
Well, I mean, and I have a team member who strives for that next level experience. And I have to say, not today. Not today. We're not going to do that. No.
See, now I'm a lot more cautious, like when Shelby's with me. Love her to death. But I am a lot more cautious with her. So because I am trying to pay attention to more what's, not that I'm not paying attention in general, but I'm paying attention a lot more when she's around, because I feel like I have someone else to protect.
Right.
But when it's just me, I'm like, hey, okay.
Yeah. Well, and I never investigate alone. That's my number one rule.
Well, when I say just me, I mean if I'm with other teams
Sure.
and kind of thing. Yeah, no, I would never be completely alone.
Sure.
But if I'm just with some other people, I might catch myself, and they don't know me well. I mean, some of them do, like TPPS, Southern Paranormal know me well, but the others don't know me. So if I do start walking, they don't know what's going on with me. And I
Right.
have to keep reminding myself that you really only want to take that next step with people you trust around you.
Absolutely, because you need that level balance of somebody that's going to say, this don't seem right. You could get hurt. We're not going to do that. We're not going to test it. We're not going to spark things that shouldn't be sparked.
Yeah, it was like,
Because everybody's different and everybody's comfort level is also different. But you've got those people within your group or within the group that's investigating that you probably should listen to.
I know when we were with TPPS in Kansas, we were in that little bitty room. Of course, it's pitch dark. We didn't get much through the spirit box other than, hey, do you want to talk to a man? Yes. We got Mustafa in there, and of course, it called Mustafa a bad name. He's like, okay, for some reason, and they always call me bad names in the spirit box, so he left the room. Well, then it was pitch dark, and I looked at Lindy, and of course, I've investigated with her a few times. I looked at her, and something just didn't seem right facially. I mean, it's dark. It's not like I could see her details, but just it was like all of a sudden her face kind of lit up a little bit more.
Yeah.
And so I took my flashlight and I clicked on her face real quick. She goes, "What?" I said, "Your face looked different." So I was checking on you. But about that time through the spirit box, it said, and we both about the same time got chill bumps, and the spirit box said, "Behind you." It was like boom, boom, boom. And we're like, okay, well, now you want to talk. But then that was pretty much it of the spirit box. It was just letting us know, I guess, whatever was behind. And we don't know if it's behind her, behind me, but I'm assuming behind her. But if I had not known her, I wouldn't have been paying attention to her face at all. Not saying anything did change. It just, it just something was different.
Right. Right.
So you call that evidence when you were at the temple?
Yeah, I mean, we got that. Of course, I feel so sorry for Mustafa because we didn't realize, because we were, at this point, we were kind of more investigating without investigating. It was just kind of like we were done investigating, but we're going to continue. Well, he had his digital recorder in the room, and I didn't realize it was his. I just saw a digital recorder, so I thought we were good. Well, my stomach made the weirdest sound. I had to go tell him. I was like, okay, dude, if you're listening to this, I'm going to go ahead and apologize. It sounded like when Lindy zipped her book bag or my book bag back. It was so loud. It sounded like the book bag zipper. I was like, I said, sorry, I'm hungry. It's 1:00 in the morning. Please don't listen to that digital recorder. But there's evidence on there.
I know at the lowest point when we were there in for Fear Fest, I didn't feel nothing. But when I went up to the higher floors, that's when I felt heavy.
Yeah,
like
this
everything
was
was heavy.
This was the 6th floor. It was between the
That's where it was.
red and blue room. It was, I called it a confessional room, but I forgot what Jennifer said it was actually called. But it was really tiny. And what was bad about it is we couldn't find the rest of our teammates because Tommy was in the women's bathroom. I'm trying to see because something gets thrown if guys are in there. So he was in there. We don't know where Josh was. So we're like, we're not walking back down 6 flights of stairs to go find these guys to find out that they're asleep on the 6th floor somewhere. So we're trying to trace them down. The whole time they had left and went back to the hotel. Never told us.
Oh no!
Oh, they left y'all in there?
Yeah, I was like, they're like, well, we thought y'all left too. I was like, no, we were investigating. So needless to say, we sang to them a lot more on the way, the trip home, the 15-hour trip home, than we did the 15-hour trip there. Because we sang the Wheels on the Bus and Skinnamarink Dinky Dink.
Yes. And Tommy went with you, right? The people
Yeah,
from
yeah, it was Lindy, Tommy, and Josh and myself that went with this group.
Wow.
Nice.
I bet they were excited to go to the temple
They really were.
to catch something like that. I mean, wow, that place was active.
And see, I hadn't even asked them what all they got on their equipment because they have a lot more equipment than I do. But I hadn't even had a chance to ask them. I think we're still recovering from that. Then now I'm back recovering from this. But 15 hours each way is a long freaking ride.
I don't know, when me and Howard went up, it was fast. When we came down, it was a little long for us. But I mean,
Well, it was kind of the opposite for us. But I mean, of course, going up there, it was storming. I guess they had had tornadoes the day before. And at one point, of course, we're in a truck. So at one point, we stopped and had to put a tarp over the back of the truck and get the equipment in the vehicle. And then, but it was like, we were kept watching and we knew we were going to be an hour before check-in. So we're like, well, if we see a tornado, let's go chase it.
Oh
oh
no.
my God.
Then we didn't saw one.
Hey, I have a question though. When you went through Oklahoma, did you go through Oklahoma?
Yes. And Howard is
No,
so much trouble.
Kansas.
No,
When you got into Kansas.
Well, we went through Mississippi over to Arkansas. By the way, anyone who crosses over into Arkansas from Mississippi, please do not stop at that Welcome Center rest stop, whatever it is, right by the water. It stinks. We had to hold our breath just to walk in the building. But then we went up through Oklahoma and then up through Kansas.
So did you have to pay the $250 to get in?
Oh, honey, that's why Howard's in trouble. Howard's like, it cost me $5 to get in and out of Kansas. All right, bet. So we fine with tolls. Honey, I swear we spent. I mean, we were constantly passing Tommy and Josh like $2 and $3 bills going. I mean, one time I swear we didn't go more than 10 miles, and there was another toll. We probably spent a good $30 just on tolls.
Yes.
Wow.
I enjoyed it. I was like, oh my God, we paid $2.50 to watch the windmills. I never saw like big windmills like that before.
No, we did see the windmills. I was like, oh, there's the windmills they were talking about. But no, I think we ended up on the toll road way back in Oklahoma. So we were talking about all the cows and all the cows and all the cows.
All the cows.
All the cows. We had a great cow discussion.
Nice.
But it was kind of cool to have that McDonald's. We stopped there twice, like right in the middle of the road. And I was like, wait, this looks like the same exact McDonald's we ate at coming here. So we're like, okay, we're repeating the trip here. Going backwards.
New York City is $32 just to get across the bridge.
Holy camole.
That's insane.
That bridge better be made of gold.
That bridge better have me a sandwich, a drink, and some
A man.
a freaking brownie or something. Jeez.
And not no normal brownie, huh?
Listen. And I got the man taken care of. I don't need that.
Well, we have about a minute left, and I want to thank Ilene for coming back on and being our guest.
Thanks for asking me, Jackie.
You've been amazing as usual.
Yes.
Thanks everybody for joining us.
Yes. Thanks everybody for joining us.
Have a good night.
See y'all next week.
Bye, sweeties.